Hello, that went quick. I was watching the countdown and then I didn't realise it had finished. I was just looking at something else. So I looked like I was a rabbit in the headlights then. I hope you can hear me. Didn't realise how, I thought it was still on about 30 seconds. But anyway, I hope you can hear me all right. I dread to think what that looked like. But anyway, I was like, so good morning, everybody. I hope you've had a lovely Christmas. It is Tuesday today. It's the 27th of December, Bank Holiday Tuesday. So I hope you're all well. I must admit, you probably can see a box behind me. Oh, it's that way. No, it's not. It's there. No, there. That's weird. Yeah, there. Okay, it's like the opposite. So this room, well, we had my parents came round on Christmas Day for Christmas lunch, Christmas dinner, and then Evan came round later on, my youngest son, and so this room has become the dumping ground to put things in that you've had to sort of clear up to clear the house. I'm sure we're all, so I've had to have a little bit of a brush round this morning, but I'm going to do some crafting today. I'm determined to do some crafting today and for the rest of the week, if I'm quite honest. So I've got new things to use. I always love the new catalogue that comes out in January and the celebration. It's always, anyone who knows me knows it's always my favourite one of the year. So yes, I'm going to say good morning. So good morning to Gian and Melly and Anne and Louise and Anne, 2 Annes. So yes, hope you all had a lovely Christmas. I've got 12 people on at the minute, so please do say hello. I've actually not been live for the last couple of weeks, but I'm back live today, and I do want to remind those of you who regularly watch Paper Crafts and Piano, we are not on tonight. We're doing Thursday again this week. We'll be back to Tuesday next week. Okay, hope that's all right. So a few little announcement things. Now I have to switch my camera over and hope that the sound works. So if someone, good morning, Julie, if you're watching on Facebook, that's lovely, but there is a little bit more chitter chatter goes on over on YouTube, and that is the Paper Haven on YouTube. It's fine, you can watch on either, but a lot of my customers and regulars watch on YouTube, so there's a little bit more live chat on there. I just didn't want you to think that no one was responding. So let me switch over. And hopefully, oh, you got a lovely shot of my head then. Hopefully you can hear me okay, because I've switched over. Let me just move that up a little bit. Okay, hopefully you can hear me okay. Please do let me know. Oh, we'll see you over there on YouTube then, Julie. Lovely. Lovely, lovely. So if someone, oh, Anne's on. Anne was ready. Right. I need to remind you, because it's getting to that time again, that Coffee and Card, the next one is starting, and it's starting on the 17th of January. Okay. So, and it's with the fitting florets, papers and the frame florets. Now, bookings will close for this. I'd really like to get them in this week. Technically, I probably could keep it open until the 3rd of January. The papers are available till the 4th, but I do need to warn you, this card in here as well, but these papers, as you can see, they've been well and truly loved by me. I think this piece is the only piece of that paper left from 2 sheets of 12 by 12. I have thoroughly, oh no, I'm lying to you, there's that piece as well. I have loved using these, and I'm doing a coffee and card with them starting on the 17th of January for 6 weeks. I've only got 4 people, so if anyone else wants to join, yeah, Anne, what I was going to say, you purchased the other class. So what I did for another lady, and I will check the price, and then maybe I could give you a phone call. you can just have the card kits and another half pack of the papers if you want to. I can't remember what I charged one of my other customers, but I sorted that out for her. In fact, I've got my book down here, so let me check. Because we'd love to have you join in. It was £12, Anne, so which is another half pack of papers and the kits, plus it'll be just a couple of pounds postage. So £14 would be perfecto if that's all right with you. If you just want to do a transfer, then you don't need to like order it on the thing, and I will sort that out. And yeah, you'll have all the stuff then, and I think you probably would need another half pack of the papers. So yeah, that's good. So I just want to share some of the cards that I've made with it. This one I did on a bingo, and I did say to them, oh, we won't be doing this on coffee and card. But at the moment, no one who did bingo is doing coffee and card, so I might do this design. That went down very well. But just some little designs to share with you that I've made some other ones as well. As you can see, I've made a lot of cards with this paper. It's got that one there. With this suite of products, this one and that one. So I've done loads of cards with this. So as you can see, you can do lots of different nice things with it. Okie doke. So that's just a little advertisement for that. So just have a drink. No worries, Anne. I'm glad I mentioned it, because we'd love to have you doing it. I've got a bit of shadow today, but I think it's got my big lights on. Right. So today we are still on with the Brew for You, and we're on week 4. Can you believe it? These were the cards that I made last week. If you didn't catch the live, well, it wasn't a live actually. It was a pre-record. So originally I designed one and I had them on a bit of an angle, and then I always like to do a little bit of a different one. So I did a straight one with the papers, and I still need to post that on social media actually. So that's going to be my job today. I'm going to keep those cards out to photograph those. This is today's card. So we're going to use the other beers, and in your kit you will need, there's just one card base. You should have some white card left from the A4, and I think I gave you a larger piece of crushed curry that you can cut down, a piece of scrap. So we're going to do this one today. The colour inks that we're using are crushed curry, and we're using Starry Sky, and we're using basic grey. I'm not going to use my die cutting machine today because I'm feeling very cosy sat here in my chair with my legs under the table and where the radiator is, and I don't want to move. So let's see what paper we're going to use. We need to use another piece of that now. Do I have any left over that may be an appropriate size? I don't think so. So let's measure. Now I always say this ruler is never far from my side. Oh, I've got 14 on. Please do say hi. If you're on YouTube, please do a thumbs up. This ruler, it's well used. It's one of my most used items in my craft room. It's never far from my side. 9.5 is the paper by 4.8. Now we do need some of this for next week's. So let's see what size that is. Right, I'm just going to chop 4.8 off here. We will need that for next week's. I'm hoping we've got enough. 9.5, wasn't it? Okie dokes. So that's all chopped up. Yeah, we do need that again in a moment. So basically, I have stamped, don't know if you can see that there, I've stamped IOU1 or several all over the card, and there's some like little dots that are like little bubbles, but I've just used them to randomly fill in as well. Okie doke. So I'm going to open up the card because I think it's easier to stamp. And this is the stamp set I'm using, so I'm going to grab IOU1, and then I've also done another round for your birthday, and that's what we're using, and then the little dotty one, and I'm going to pop that on there. Then we need the beer mug filler, the beer glass, I think that's it. Okay, no froth on these pints today. Oh, we're all quiet. Got 17 on, but we're all really quiet this morning. Okay, let's grab an ink, a clear block of ink. Clear block. We just grabbed an ink. Right, where's my blocks? I probably need one thinner than this, but it's fine. We'll try not to get ink on it. Okay. So the Starry Sky is one of the ink colours from last year. So what I'm going to do is I'm stamping top left, right up at the top left, like that. And then I'm going to stamp bottom right, and hopefully this will work. Okay, like that. Top left, bottom right. Yeah, you can't really see. Hi, Barb. It is a really useful one, Anne. Even if you pair it with, I tell you which stamp set it's really good with, and I think you might have it, Anne. It's really good because you don't, when you've got a few stamp sets, you can mix and match. You don't only have to use the greetings in this. Obviously, when I'm doing coffee and card, I only want to really use the greetings in this with you, but it's really good with that stamp set called Biggest Wish that has the really bold, large greetings of happy birthday. It's really, really good with that. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to come up from here and I'm going to go over to the left, like that. And then I'm going to come up a bit. Over to the right there, like that. Oh, I think I'd already touched it. Never mind. And then back over. Okay, like that. So a bit of a zigzag. And then we're going to come back up to the top and just do one there. So basically, if you don't, as long as you get these okay, it doesn't matter. Oh my goodness, look at that. Could it have worked any better? I don't know if you can see my stamping there, but look, just slots in, and you can see both. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, that worked out very, very well. Hi, Sheila. Oh, it is lovely to see you, and I will send you a catalogue out. I remember, I think you've emailed me, and I've not got back to you, but yeah, it's on my radar. I'm sending them out in the next couple of days. They don't start till 5th of January, so I'm not rushing to get those out for folks. Okay, so we then need to stamp that little dot one. If you want to, you don't have to. In fact, I might not do it and see what it looks like. Yeah, let's have a little look. So I'm going to glue that down. It is as if it were planned down, of course. I am quite impressed with myself. Mark on that paper there. I'm really happy with that. It almost makes up for that little blob down there, but okay. So that's going to go on there. You then need to grab some of that scrap. And I've got some here. Okie doke. And we are going to stamp in basic grey. We can close this up for now. This is what I was using the other night when I did paper crafts and piano, because I've not tidied all that up from Thursday because I went on a big cleaning mission with having my parents round. So I'm going to stamp 3 of these. I'm going to cut them out so it doesn't really matter about them. And that's basic grey. And then what I'm going to do is take the stamp off there. Okay, so let me just stamp that to make sure there's not much ink. Okay, the first one I'm going to do is the one in the middle. I want to do the one that's the smaller, bigger, yeah? And what I'm going to do is, I hope you can see this, I'm going to take the stamp, but I'm only going to ink half of it up, so I'm hanging it sort of over the edge, I'll just show you, of the ink pad, like that. So I'm only inking up the bottom half of the pint, yeah? And then we're going to, doesn't matter which one you stamp by, stamp that there. Okay. Oh, I've got a bit of an ombre pattern there, that's quite good. And make sure you get the full ink. And there we go. There we go. Yes, I will send it, Anne, because I'm gonna, that it's on that order that it's on my order that I'm putting in. I've already keyed it in the order. I'm so sorry about that, but I hope you got my little note in. But yeah, so I'm going to cut these out, but you can use your dies for these, but I'm being super lazy, and I'm going to sit and cut these out. And also, some of my ladies who did take part didn't get the dies because they don't have a die cutting machine, so they were going to cut them out by hand. But this one is fairly easy to do. There we go, dead easy. I did write it down as well that you wanted that ink pad, and I just, yeah. Honestly. There we go. And then the last one. Do you know, last night I had to remind myself that it was Tuesday today. I almost forgot about this today. I said, oh gosh, it's coffee and card tomorrow. Okay, so, oh, right. That's interesting what I've done there. So I was just looking at my original design, and it looks like I've mounted these. Well, it's not, it looks like. I've mounted these two on a dimensional, and I've done a double dimensional for that one. But I don't know if I'm going to be as extravagant here. I might do, like, I'm going to do an overlap maybe. I don't know, I might not. I might do those flat and double and just one. No, I might do a double up. Right, so what we need to do anyway first is I need to stamp the another round for your birthday on a little strip of card. And all I'm going to do is stamp it up here and then cut it down. So I'm going to stamp it fairly close to the top, like that. And this is where I could do with my little mini trimmer. It's good for things like this that are quite small. There we go. So that's going to go in there. And then I'm going to cut a little slither, and it doesn't have to be as wide, literally a slither of crushed curry. And it can be shorter than, well actually no, if you do it the same size, so that's about 6. Let's get along that. There we go. Okay. And basically I'm just going to do like a little, like that, with it. It's fine. Okay. Talking to myself. Hey Fiona. I know it is weird struggling with the days, isn't it? Hope you had a nice Christmas, Fiona. So I'm going to do a double one on here. Okay. So what I would do with this is I would always do the middle first because it's easier to eyeball the middle one. And I'm going to just pop them up from the bottom a little bit. So that looks okay. Oh, can we get that ruler being precise? So it's 4 from there. Oh, and it's slightly less from there, but it doesn't look. No, it's 3.8 and 3.6. Well, we'll go with that, eh? So that's going to go there. And then these are going to just sneak under a little bit of overlap so you can see the nice paper. Like that. Hi Maria. And then that's going to go just under there. Like that. Okay. Now what you could do is a design which we did the other day. You could do that, but we're going to pop this under here like that. Firstly, I'm going to, I don't know if I want as much showing, so I'm going to trim it down a little bit. And I'm actually going to stick that. I'm just going to put a bit of glue on here when it decides to let me. Just a little bit of, just a slither of glue. And it's just like a little accent of colour sticking out from behind the greeting just to make it pop. And then that's going to sort of sneak under there a little bit, and it's going to go there like that. Just hold that up. There we go. And that is, and I've not done those little dots, you know, in between. I don't know if it needs them. I think I'll leave it without the dots. Yeah, I think I will. So there we have today's card. Da, da, da. Or today's cards. Hope you like. So again, for those who missed the beginning, just to let you know, booking is closing soon for the next round of coffee and card using these gorgeous papers, which are only available for purchasing till the 4th of January. So please do let me know if you want to take part. I am putting an order in on Friday, my last order of the year, not just of December, of the year. So yeah, we'll be doing a lovely coffee and card with these. Quite a bit of cutting out. And here are this morning's makes. Da-da-da. And if you have been crafting along, please do. I know Paula always uploads a photo to my VIP Facebook group, which I'm always very, very grateful for, Paula. I love to see what people have made. I really, really do. I love to see you using your Stampin' Up goodies. It always makes me happy. So let's, yeah, and just something as simple as putting a strip. I mean, we've all got, it's literally 1 centimetre in depth. But it just makes a little difference, doesn't it? Just makes a little bit of difference. So let me just. So thank you for joining me this morning. It's good to be live again. Just a little reminder, there's no paper crafts and piano tonight. We'll be live on Thursday doing our final P&P for 2022. We will be back to Tuesday next week. I'll be online next Tuesday, but it won't be live next week, but then I'll be back to lives then on Tuesdays. So thank you for tuning in. Please do share your cards. Please do join us on Thursday night. Craig said if you've got a favourite song that is played over the course of the year, please do let us know and he will play it for you. And hope you have a lovely crafty week actually, because I'm intending on getting a lot of crafting done this week, and I've got so many classes to sort out. I've got my website events to organise. I've got my new catalogues to sort and get those out. So I've got lots to do. But first I'm going to tidy this craft room because quite frankly it needs it. Stay safe, take care. It's terrible black ice out there where we live. Be careful, and we'll hopefully see you on Thursday night for Paper Crafts and Piano. Okie doke, see you.